You're watching WECT News at 11.
Many of them might not be old enough to drink, but they are old enough to put their lives on the line for your freedom. We're talking about Marines from Camp Lejeune. They face many dangers in enemy territory and also here at home. Some people have tried taking advantage of these young men and women. Commanders have banned Marines from more than 24 businesses for their own safety. I found out why some businesses in Wilmington are on the base's off-limits list. They expect to be targets in combat, but not when they're off duty, and find certain businesses off-limits. 27 places in total, most around Jacksonville, close to Camp Lejeune. They're on the official off-limits list for the base. 4 are in Wilmington.
Members of the greater Camp Lejeune community, tenant commands, other commanders, they may see something that concerns them with a business or something out in town. And so they will send up a letter up through the Commanding General of Marine Corps Installations East and saying, I think this business should be looked into or it should be put off limits.
Of the 4 businesses in Wilmington on that no-go list, 3 are still open. Althea's Attic on Eastwood Road, Expressions on South College Road, and MP Super Discount on Shipyard Boulevard. Northern Lights Smoke Shop used to operate here on Market Street. It's now out of business. All went off limits at the same time in 2013, all for the same reason, all because behind the register, those servicemen and women could buy spice, the synthetic form of marijuana, illegal in North Carolina and banned by the Department of Defense. A military report says NCIS investigators found and bought the drugs in each store, and onto the list each store went.
The use of the off-limits list just assists them in making sound decisions. It's accessible, it's in the base paper, it's published regularly, it's on the website, and Marines can just say, well, you know what, that's probably a place I don't want to go.
Each business was told they could come off the list if they got spice off the shelves. And while they all told WECT it's not in their inventory now, their names are still on that list now. The owner of Althea's Attic told us, we're not interested. Clerks at MP Super Discount said they'd have the owner call. We still haven't heard back. And a co-owner of Expressions did not want to comment, but says he plans to do something about getting the business off the list. Until he does, he and each of the businesses will be open to the public, but not to our public servants. Now, if a Marine is caught in one of those off-limits establishments, they would be subject to being punished under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. The consequences could vary from counseling all the way to court-martial, depending on the circumstances. Now, if you want to see the full off-limits list for Camp Lejeune, click on this story on our website or on the WECT News app.